Well, good old Stone Cold Steve Austin thinks that CM Punk is going to be returning at WrestleMania 30. Stone Cold Steve Austin needs to learn that the CM Punk ship has sailed. It is out of the WWE port, it is out into the open water, and it is floating on down the road. Who knows what the next move for CM Punk's going to be, but in my mind, I have all but given up on CM Punk. I mean, so Stone Cold Steve Austin thinks that he's going to come in, he's going to reestablish himself by doing a run-in, maybe coming in and helping out Daniel Bryan beat Triple H. Maybe Triple H is about to hit him with a big a sledgehammer and finish him off, or maybe the New Age Outlaws, Diesel and Scott Hall will come down and reestablish the Clique, and they'll be about to put the end to Daniel Bryan, where he's not going to be able to move on to the next round and compete in the triple threat for the championship at the end. CM Punk comes running down, and he it fucking saves the day. And so where do we go from there? I mean, everybody knows that CM Punk was planning on leaving us after the Chicago show, Payback, sooner than later. What is the point of bringing him back for the Goodbye CM Punk tour? He already left us. Everybody thinks that, he left, the WWE high and dry. But what about us? What about the WWE universe? What about the people that, there's people out there that are bigger CM Punk fans than I. I honestly don't like CM Punk, but I like his matches. I think that, years down the road, especially with establishing the WWE network, there's nobody right now who's proving themselves how much they love the WWE network. This is my cable box. I'm driving to go turn them in because I turned my cable off, because basically I feel that I don't need cable anymore, and I've cut the cord to my house, but when we go back and we watch our DVDs, we watch the network, it's the CM Punk matches from the last few years, the ones that are really going to stand out. Everyone's going to remember, what happened with John Cena and what he did at certain matches, and Cena's going to be the poster boy, but guys like Daniel Bryan, guys like CM Punk are the matches, the real wrestling inside of the ring that we're going to want to see, that are going to stand out years to come. And basically, he slapped us all in the face as well by, not showing up. How many people, bought tickets to meet CM Punk at WrestleMania Access, knowing that they were big fans and this was going to be the one chance to meet him, and he just said, "No, I ain't coming." How many people were really looking forward to going to New Orleans to see CM Punk? Because honestly, CM Punk is one of those guys that is established at the top of the card. They are CM Punk fans. They live and die WWE. CM Punk is honestly the only thing that they really care about. I mean, that there's a lot of people out there, and there's no chance in hell I want him showing up and ruining my card. I've already said in matches, in talking about matches out there, there's matches that I just don't feel. There's matches out there like the Undertaker versus Brock Lesnar match. That's a match that honestly I know that when they get there, they're going to beat the holy hell out of each other, and when they're done, I'm going to be satisfied, and I think that's going to be a good match. The storyline, though, I'm not really feeling. Bray Wyatt versus John Cena, I really don't get it, but I haven't seen John Cena let me down on WrestleMania yet. And I know that WWE is going to pull something out of their hat to make it go down. This is going to be an awesome WrestleMania. WrestleMania 30 is honestly going to be a really, really good show. I'm really pumped up to be going. And I'm alright, and I'm fine with the reason that, the CM Punk's not going to be there. WWE has done a good job of patching this together, putting Daniel Bryan in the Triple H match, making this match part of some sort of a Final Four tournament, I guess you can say, moving on to the final round, and, giving us a main event that everybody cares about. Everybody wanted to see Daniel Bryan in this spot anyways. From a person like me, if Triple H had a match against Punk, it would have been alright, but it wouldn't have stood out to the fact that it's going to stand out now. Daniel Bryan versus CM Punk is WrestleMania to me. It is the one match that, let's say the show was Sunday, but tickets went on sale today, and you had to buy the tickets today. There's some people who probably might look at the card and be like, you know what, I'm not really 100% sure that I want to buy a ticket to see this show. I'll stay home, I'll watch it on the network, I'll buy it on pay-per-view. But if there was this show with this match, I would buy it to go to this. I mean, I don't go to all the shows. I'm not the biggest WWE super fan out there in the world. I don't go to all the pay-per-views around the thing. But when shows have popped up out of the blue, I've gone to them. And I know LA's close, but look at the Phoenix show that I went to. I went to that show because I knew in my heart the second that it was announced, The Rock was going to win the title. It was probably the last time he was ever going to win the title, and I wanted to be there. That is how I feel about this Daniel Bryan match. This is going to be him beating Triple H, establishing himself as a true main eventer. There's not going to be any more question mark like, yeah, they put him up there at the top a few times, but he's really going to break through. CM Punk, he left a damn good spot, to go home and sit on his couch and do whatever he's going to do. He can go, doing the Talking Dead shows. Maybe they'll bring him back. I bet it did a huge rating. And maybe he can have a featured guest on there as Phil Brooks. But there's no way I want Phil Brooks showing up at my WrestleMania trying to get some big pop and big surprise. I already know, basically that he turned his back on me and the rest of the wrestling fans out there. And I don't want him at WrestleMania.